Hello everyone and welcome to The Next Level. My name is Eddie Fisher and this is your weekly top 3. Kicking things off this week, Sony has shown off the new controller for their next PlayStation virtual reality set. These new devices are a vast improvement over the Move controllers of the previous version and look to add quite a bit more. For starters, you'll notice that it has sensors for tracking your fingers and what looks like to be for inside-out tracking with the headset, which means no need for cameras like before. Analog sticks are now supported on each hand to help with in-game movement, and the buttons have been configured to be more in line with the actual controller, so no more being confused by the buttons from the Move. Your left hand will have square and cross, and the right sporting triangle and circle. There's also a button on the grip of each controller, and they will support the DualSense haptic features and adaptive triggers, adding more immersion to your virtual reality. And the best part? No breakout box or pass-through, just one single cord. In other news, the Call of Duty franchise looks to be heading back to World War II. Sledgehammer Games, who brought us back to this conflict back in their previous titles, is developing the new one reported to be called Call of Duty Vanguard. This was first reported by Call of Duty website Modern Warzone and later backed up by Eurogamer. Modern Warzone indicated that Vanguard's timeframe would take place in the 1950s, years after World War II ended, and Eurogamer reporting that it will still have a traditional World War II setting. Now, I'll be curious how they wrap all of this into Warzone, a free-to-play battle royale. It's interesting that we keep seeing the yearly installments with the investment into that genre, and I'll be curious how it plays out. And lastly, Bloomberg is back on the trail with more information on the new Nintendo Switch. Following up on its news from before, noting the 4K upgrades and the new LED screens, we're now learning that it's quite possible it will have a new NVIDIA chip and that it may also support their deep learning super sampling technology. DLSS has been quite the mystifying magic with PC gaming, allowing lower resolution images to be upscaled in real time and even boosting performance in games through AI rendering. With rumors of things starting to move in June, these inside sources are starting to feel quite legitimate, and these two articles seem to align with each other. Now that the Monster Hunter system has started to sell, the timing feels right that this summer will bring us the good news. Alright, well that's going to do it for this week. If you want to hear more discussion and opinions about these stories and more, as well as games we've been checking out and playing, go to whatever podcast app you're on, search The Next Level, a video game podcast. You'll find it there. We post a new show pretty much every Monday. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and I'll see you on The Next Level.